Well, we're back now with another look at the scene in Roanoke, Virginia after the shooting deaths of a news reporter and a photographer during a live broadcast yesterday morning.
So many people have been stopping by, leaving flowers and balloons and writing notes after the 24-year-old Allison Parker and Adam Ward, who was only 27, were killed. The woman being interviewed was seriously hurt, who was being interviewed at the time by Allison, but is now in stable condition today. Of course, we sent a crew to Roanoke yesterday to cover this developing story.
That's right, and Amanda joins us now with our photographer, Anthony Lewis, who was there at the scene.
Yeah, Anthony was there yesterday. Anthony Lewis, one of our photojournalists here in Charleston, and you went with Kathleen Moxley. And I think one thing that really resonates with all of us, not just that these people are in TV, we didn't know them. It's a very small business, so it's almost surprising that we probably know someone who does know them. But at the same time, we know what they go through every day. We know what their job is like, and you are Adam, in a sense. As you drove down there yesterday, Anthony, what was going through your mind?
It felt a lot like any other story, any other big story. But once you get there, it became very real. I mean, we pull into a TV station just like ours here, and all of a sudden, in my mind, I just started kind of placing my friends and my coworkers here in that whole position. And it was just a very surreal kind of scene.
Something that you sent to me while I was actually doing the show, you texted me a picture of the employees there covering the murder of their colleagues. You can't help but think, oh my gosh, that could have been us. What were you impressed by when it comes to their strength? Talk about what you saw and how they held each other up.
Well, you know, obviously there were 20 or 30 crews there, and we're all busy working, you know, doing what we do. And then all of a sudden, I started to see their employees come out. You saw the logos on their shirts. And my first thought was, I don't know if I could do that. But it just kind of showed me that they're standing strong, and they're here, and they've got their brave face on, and they were very welcoming, you know, easy to talk to. And but I was so impressed by the fact that they were out there doing their jobs, but they just lost their friends.
The news never stops, and unfortunately they learned that all too well yesterday. And oftentimes people in our job were criticized for running after that story at that very, very sensitive moment. But what's been meaningful to me in watching all this, we're really learning who they were, who these victims were, because people have been so willing to come out and share their stories and share their lives. But that's who we are. We want to tell the good parts of a horrible story.
Right. And, you know, often we show up as like law enforcement, EMTs. We're there in people's worst moments. But yet, a lot of times when there are victims or these are probably really good people, and realistically, we just want to tell their story. We want to let people know what type of people these victims are. Right.
The TV business is a funny one. We love it. We love to be frazzled. We love to work hard. We love to work fast. But at the same time, we know it can be very stressful, like any job. But truly, it's like we were a brother-sister team. You and I share a birthday. We had a joint birthday party one year. These people spend the strangest hours together in the strangest locations. Covering stories and covering news. It's a work husband, it's a work wife, it's a brother, it's a sister, and to see the fun pictures of them, it really it resonates with us because we take those pictures, we have those moments.
Right.
As well.
You know, often we're here 9, 10, yesterday 14 hours, and
you and Kathleen.
Yeah, we were together all day, and one thing about being in this business is I see you without makeup. I see you walk in, you know, dressed normal, and we have a lot of conversations, and you talk about life, you talk about your children, you talk about just everything, and you know, we're here often, sometimes overnight at events or you know,
long
at
hours,
stories, and this is your family outside of your immediate family, and even the competitors. I mean, my friends at the other stations in the market. I mean, I just, you know, I start thinking about this story, and I picture one of them, and I don't know, just it's heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking, and we thank you guys for your coverage yesterday because there are stories that really stick with you, and I know for you guys traveling down there, this will stick with all of us, but truly for those of you who were down there yesterday and saw it all firsthand.
It was quite an adventure, but you know, I'll never forget it. That's for sure.
Well, Anthony, thanks so much. We are so glad that we are coworkers and all of us, and it's one of those moments where we all just kind of appreciate each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll send it back to you guys.
All right, thanks very much, Amanda and Anthony. Very good perspective there.
Absolutely.
When we come back, preparing for the worst.
That as Tropical Storm Erica continues to churn in the Caribbean.
Yeah, and I'll have a look at Erica's projected path and how our local forecast will actually be somewhat impacted next week.